Hi, it's Gwen Fox, and I'm so glad that you're here with me. I get this question a lot, and I thought, why not just answer it here? And the question is, I get stuck in the very same place in every painting, and I have no idea how to go forward, what to do, and I end up just putting it aside, and I've got a pile of them. And I don't know. What do I do? Well, I've been in that situation. And I had to figure it out the hard way, just like all of us do. But here's the thing. I found this out because I'll just tell you the story and I'll show you some of the pictures. I lost a German Shepherd and wanted another puppy. But the breeder of where I had gotten the puppies before had gone up so much in price that I could no longer afford him. So I wrote to him and said, I'm an artist. I would be happy to do portraits of your dog, of your dogs, or whatever in exchange for a puppy. Now, his prices had gone up to $7,500. So we're talking, this is no little amount of money. There's no way I could pay that for a puppy. And of course, he wrote back and said no. But in the meantime, I had sent him images of dogs that I had done. And then he wrote back and said, oh my God, you're good. And he says, I would like a 48 by 60 painting of a lion. A lion? I had never done a lion. I had no idea how to do a lion. But I wanted the puppy. So I agreed, and he sent me this. This is the puppy that I got, and I was to do this painting. He also sent me the image that he wanted done, the lion that he wanted painted on this 48 by 60. Now, I don't know if you know my paintings or not, but I don't do bodies. I don't like to do bodies, but this is the one he wanted, so I did it. It was horrific. I mean, we're talking really bad. And I am going to show you this picture that's really bad because I want you to be able to see the difference in what I discovered and how I get through this period of I don't have a clue what to do to getting on the other side. Here is the picture. This was like nothing I had ever done. It was just horrible. I hated it. Hated the colors, hated the design. I hated everything about it. Because number one, it's really bad. So as I'm sitting there looking at this, I am saying to myself, what am I going to do? I have the puppy. I can't afford it. But I've got to do a painting of which he likes. And then in my mind came this little voice that said, why don't you do what you tell your students to do? And I'm thinking, what is that? And it is paint your strengths. Remember that. Paint your strengths. So I thought, well, my strengths are not the body. My strengths are the face and the eyes. I love doing the eyes. So I thought, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a 48 by 60 painting, it's horizontal, of a lion's face. So then I said, okay, I'm going to do this, but what do I want the viewer to feel? What do I want this lion to say? And I wrote these words down, 3 words. I wanted the lion to show strength. I wanted it to show wisdom. And then I wanted it to show kindness. I wanted this face to show these three things. So I wrote these down, I put it on my easel, and I looked at it as I was painting this painting. And here's the sequence of the painting. Here it is starting out. And as I go, this is an oil, and here's the progression. I'm adding, and for some reason, I know what I'm doing because I'm painting my strengths. And then here's the final painting. And then here are the eyes that I love to paint. And when you put the eyes and the whole picture together, it does show strength and wisdom and kindness. So that's when I discovered that maybe if I wrote down what I wanted the painting to say at the beginning, maybe that would help. But now let's say you're an intuitive artist and you've gone just ballistic and you love what you're doing, and then you sit down and you say, well, now I don't know what to do. Well, you know, where do you want the eye to go? And what do you want the painting to say to the viewer? What do you want this painting to say? So, as an intuitive painter, of which I do sometimes, but usually I do it with some idea in mind, I suggest that you turn the painting many ways to look at it to see, where do you want the eye to go? Where do you want the eye to rest? Where is the best place on this painting that you've intuitively painted? Where do you want it to rest? Okay, you find that. And then you write down, what do I want this painting to say? Do I want it to be happy, moody, exciting, invigorating? What do I want it to say? And then you write a couple of words down and you put it on the table where you've got your paper, or you put it on your easel and you look at it. This gives you direction. And then you start asking the questions, of course, that you ask. How am I going to take the viewer to there? What's my support colors? What are my support shapes? And is this painting telling the story that I want it to tell? And the story that you're going to want to tell are in those words. I only do 3. Sometimes I do 2. It doesn't matter. And if you have done your painting by, let's say you've done a thumbnail sketch and you already know, now you've got it up there, you've got it as far as you can take it, and you know where the eye is going to go, but you're still lost. This is when you sit down and do the very same thing. You write some words down. This will guide you. This will guide you to the point that you will say, oh my gosh, this was so much better. I had a direction to go, because the words are going to give you that direction. This has saved my ass many a day, many a painting. And it's just how I discovered it. And it's just a fun thing, because then you say, oh, well, I guess I like this. It takes you off of that deadpan thing of, I don't have a clue which way to go, to thinking, and then you start seeing and you start doing, and it makes it better. So I hope this has helped, because it certainly did help me. And let me know if it's helped. And if you've got other suggestions on how you get out of that deadpan zone, of which I call the teenage stage, by the way. And so we all need help in getting off of center. And so I just love being with you, and I love sharing these with you, because they've helped me, but I've had to learn them the hard way. So don't learn them the hard way. Take this, run with it. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. We would love to have you. You have a great painting day, and I'll see you next week.